Welcome to a compassionate feminine flow. For this practice, we will begin in seated, facing the front long edge of your mat. Coming onto the mat, let us find a seat that is comfortable and easeful. If you sit on your mat and you find that your pelvis is tucked slightly under, or that the back line of your body is tight, let us sit on top of a pillow or a prop to help elevate the hips so that the pelvis can sit in a neutral position. Once finding a comfortable seat, feel the spine lengthen as the crown of the head reaches upward, creating space in your neutral spine. Allow your shoulders to relax. Allow your jaw to relax. Feel your sternum or breastbone stack over top of your hips and your chin stack over top of your breastbone. Find a comfortable place for your legs, seated either cross-legged or extended with the legs out in front. If it feels safe in your body today, allow your eyes to close and begin to allow your awareness to turn internally, paying attention to the physical body first, noticing today what is present in your physical body. Allowing your awareness to scan through, notice any places of tension or holding or gripping. Also notice any places of openness and relaxation. This is our first opportunity to practice compassion. Notice if the mind wants to judge tension as bad and openness as good. These are just constructs of the mind. Both serve a purpose. And so the better question to ask ourselves as we begin to draw awareness is whether this serves us or not. If something is serving you, we can hold on to it. If something isn't serving you today, we can let it go. Notice common areas of unserving tension in the body, in the toes, in the fingers. Notice if there's gripping or holding here that isn't helpful. And then also noticing shoulders and noticing jaw. If the teeth are clenched, let them separate and let the tongue rest in the bottom of your mouth. Pay attention to the muscles of your face, noticing if they are drawn in or if the face is relaxed and soft. Possibly even smile to yourself. As we begin to have a heightened awareness of what our physical body feels like today, let's also draw our attention inward to the breath, to your natural breathing. With the same awareness that we drew to the physical body, also notice your breath body, noticing what qualities it holds, whether it feels cool or warm, soft, sharp, rough, smooth, and also where the breath moves in the body. As the awareness lands with breath, remember to be just an observer of the breath, letting go of the mental judgments of right or wrong, good or bad. allowing our awareness to move deeper, connect into your emotional body today, noticing what emotions are present for you. And then allow the awareness to check in with the mind-body, noticing what thoughts want to preoccupy you today from your practice. What ideas or notions are drawing you away from being here in the present moment. And again, just like the other layers of self, observe the thoughts without judgment, knowing that the mind is active and that the mind doesn't like to be uncomfortable and stay in one position. Just notice the mind's natural ability to avoid and to move around. Notice where it wants to drift to, and knowing that any of those ideas, any of those thoughts can wait until you have spent some quality time with yourself. We can allow those thoughts and ideas to rest. We will help the mind stay focused in the present by giving it something to pay attention to. So allow the awareness to come back to your breath. Knowing that we are going to move the body for practice, we'll begin to shape the breath, allowing more oxygen to come in and out of the body, providing nourishment to the self. As you inhale in, I invite you to take a deep inhale in through the nose. Feel the air move in and downward towards your low belly. Sometimes it feels nice to place the hands on the low belly, the space underneath the belly button, to feel the physical manifestation of the breath. As you inhale in, feel this space fill, feel the expansion in the low belly. As you exhale, allow the exhale to be slow and long and intentional, the same length as the inhale. And begin to breathe here. If it feels appropriate to lengthen the breath even more, as you inhale in, draw that air in all the way down into that low belly. And then feel the torso continue to fill, expanding outwards, moving up into the ribs, into the side body. Again, it might feel nice to place a hand on the ribs on the side body to feel that expansion. Inhaling in, low belly fills, ribs expand. Exhale, low belly softens, ribs gently contract. And then, depending on yourself today, depending how you are feeling and whether it's appropriate for you, we can continue to lengthen the breath, inhaling in, drawing the air in and down to the low belly, filling up into the ribs and the side body, and continuing to fill all the way up to the top of the chest and the top of the lungs and the back body, so that the whole torso expands. As you exhale, the low belly softens, the ribs contract, and the chest relaxes and releases. Remembering to find that evenness between the inhale and the exhale, allowing them to be the same length. As your body begins to find its rhythm for the breath, bring the palms together at the heart center, keeping the pinky fingers attached and the thumbs attached to each other. Allow the index finger, the middle finger, and the ring finger to separate out and away from each other, coming into Padme Mudra or Lotus Mudra. Allow the lotus to rest at your heart center and connect in with your heart, finding your heart's deepest desire, connecting to the compassion that's in your heart today, finding a word of intention for your practice. A word of intention is the idea that you would like to cultivate with the prana, the energy that we are about to generate in this asana practice.
Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti.
When you have landed on your word of intention, gently let the fingertips seal the intention into the palms of the hands by coming together. On your next inhale, turn the palms towards yourself, keeping the pinky fingers touching, and as you inhale, draw the air and the intention in. As you exhale, let the back of the hands come down together, and then pressing the fingers out, let the hands roll all the way back, forward and around, back to that Padme Mudra. Continuing to flow the hands and wrists in circles as you inhale, drawing the intention in towards yourself. Exhale, let the hands roll forward.
Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti. Namo, Namo. Set up Shakti, set up Shakti, set up Shakti.
Allowing the palms to come back for a moment and rest in center. This time, staying with the breath. As you exhale, let's take that same intention, pressing the thumbs together, turning the palms to face outward, moving the wrists and hands in opposite direction. Press your intention forward. Let the fingertips draw down in towards the self as you inhale, coming back up through center. Again, moving in the opposite direction. Every exhale, pushing the hands forward, sending that intention out with the exhale.
Set up Shakti, set up Shakti, set up Shakti. Namo, Namo. Pritam Bhagavati, Pritam Bhagavati, Pritam Bhagavati.
And then allow the palms to come back together. At heart center, take one big full breath here. On your next inhale, let the arms sweep down and around, separating, letting the fingertips reach outward. As you inhale, draw the fingertips up towards the ceiling, reaching up, and as you exhale, let the palms come back together, exhaling the hands down through heart center. Continue to flow with your breath. As you continue this flow, we'll change the direction up slightly. And so the next time you inhale and the arms sweep out and around, at the top, keeping the left arm lifted. As you exhale, gently bring the right arm down to the side body, placing the palm into the floor. Bending into the right elbow, begin to lean into the right side, letting the left arm flow up and over the midline of the body. As you inhale, go with the flow of your breath, inhaling both arms back up through center and then blowing over to the opposite side. Left hand comes down, planting, bending into the left side. Right arm moves over the midline of the body. Gently flowing from side to side with the breath, using every inhale to come back up through center, elongating through the spine, getting tall. Exhale, bending into the opposite side body. Staying with the flow of the breath, we'll change the direction slightly. The next time you exhale on the left, we'll inhale back up through center, and this time as you exhale, we'll twist through the torso, belly, ribs, chest towards the right. Gently let the arms float down, just for support, not for pulling or torquing the spine, looking over the right shoulder. As you inhale, arms draw back up through center, allowing the torso to untwist, coming back, elongating through the natural spine. And as you exhale, twist navel, ribs, chest towards the left. Arms float down, looking over the left shoulder. Flowing twist from side to side, keeping the seat planted and using the strength of our abdominals to create the twist in the body. After completing a twist on the left-hand side, inhale, draw the arms up through center. Let the palms come together, and as you exhale, let the palms slide down through midline through the heart center. Bring the hands down to the thighs for support. Inhale, feel the elongation in the spine as the crown lifts upwards. As you exhale, gently begin to let your tail tuck under as your spine pushes towards the wall or space behind you. Let your shoulders roll forward and your chin tuck in towards your chest. As you inhale, tilt the pelvis forward. Let your belly fill as the chest and belly push forward. Shoulders draw back towards each other, lifting through the chin. Exhale, tail tucks, spine moves backwards, chin comes down to chest. Inhale, tail moves backwards, pelvis moves forwards, belly fills forwards, chest lifts, chin lifts. Flowing with your breath. Keeping with this flow, as you exhale and the spine moves backwards, the chin comes down to chest. As you inhale, instead of coming through midline, we'll inhale by rolling the torso over towards the right, continuing to inhale so that the pelvis tilts forward, belly moves forward, chest and chin lift. Exhale, rolling to the left, pushing the spine to the left and then back. Coming into torso rolls, using that same seated cat-cow movement. Move with your breath. And then the next time you inhale, slowly come back around to center. Pause in center. As you inhale, get tall. As you exhale, tuck the tail under. Spine moves back, chin to chest. As you inhale, this time leaning into the left as you come around to the front, moving our torso rolls in the opposite direction. And then as you inhale your next inhale, slowly come back around to center. As you inhale, crown lifts upwards, finding that nice long neutral spine in center. Exhale here, take 3 full breaths, allowing yourself to find stillness, but feeling the echoes of the flow inside your body. After your 3rd full breath, gently begin to make your way, transitioning all the way up to standing on the left side of your mat. For this next flow, you might like to have either a block or some type of prop that is stable to help elevate your foot position in our next flow. Standing on the left side of your mat, we'll first come into our standing posture, Tadasana. Allow the feet to be hip-width apart. And feel a gentle relaxation in the soles of the feet. Lift the toes and allow your awareness to connect in to the big toe mound under the big toe, under the pinky toe in the pinky toe mound, and in the center of your heel. We'll use these 3 points on the bottom of each foot to help connect and ground us to the earth. The rest of the foot can be soft. Allow the toes to gently relax into the mat. Allow your knees to soften so that they rest over top of your ankles. Feel the hips stack over top of the knees. Feel that elongation through your spine, the crown lifting upwards. Letting the shoulders relax over the hips. Allow the breastbone to stack over top of the hips and the chin to stack over top of the breastbone. Relax the hands down by your sides. Bring awareness back to your heart center. Connect back to your word of intention and reconnect to your breath flow. On your next inhale, as you inhale, draw the arms out to the sides, coming up to shoulder height, extending through the fingertips as you fully inhale, expanding. As you exhale, gently let the arms float back down, landing beside your hips. Continue to flow here with your breath. Inhaling, expanding, extending through the arms. Exhale, letting the arms relax down by the sides. As you continue to flow, allow your gaze to look forward, finding a focus point where your eyes can land. Allow the eyes to soften to help find your internal balance. Feel the weight evenly distributed between the 2 feet. On your next inhale, we'll begin to shift the weight more into the left foot and gently begin to draw the right toe out towards the side, keeping it on the ground as we reach out with the arms, coming into falling star. As you exhale, let the right leg draw back in, planting through the foot. The weight redistributes between both feet and the arms are at the sides. Continue your flow moving like this. Inhale, Finding balance in the left foot, the right foot extends out, toes on the ground, arms reaching out to either sides, expanding. Exhale, returning to center. As you continue this flow, if balance feels stable, we can begin as we inhale and the right leg draws outward to lift the entire right foot off the floor. It helps to push through the heel and draw the toes back towards the shins for stability. As you exhale, let the right foot come back down to the floor, finding that evenness between the weight and letting the arms relax at the sides. Continue to flow with breath. Staying with this flow if this feels comfortable today. The last and final component to this flow is as you inhale, extending the right leg outward, arms out to the sides. As you exhale, begin to bend slightly through the left leg. As you draw the right leg back in, lift the right leg, crossing the right thigh over top of the left, possibly bringing the right foot to the block or the support or the floor on the left side of the leg. As you inhale, opening, expanding, reaching outward. As you exhale, drawing inward. As you exhale in, bringing the palms together at the heart. Again, flowing with the breath. Notice the sensations of heaviness, of groundedness through the left side of the body. Feel the lightness, the mobility in the right side of the body. Coming through one last time. After your inhale, allow the right foot to come place beside the left, hip width apart on your exhale. Finding that standing upright position, resist the urge to wiggle, resist the urge to move, and land in the experience. Feel the prana, that vital life energy, and how it is flowing in your body. Again, connect to the groundedness on the left side and feel the mobility, the flowing lightness on the right. If you've used the help or support of a block or a prop, we will move it from the left foot out towards the outside of the right foot. Re-establish that standing position, feet soft, knees soft over ankles, spine lengthening upwards in a neutral position. Notice shoulders soften, jaw softens. Connect to breath, connect to intention. As you inhale, begin to find that balance in the right foot by finding that focus point. Begin to draw the left toes outward as the arms reach outward, expanding. As you exhale, everything draws back to center, reestablishing standing position. Weight redistributes between the feet. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, contracting with the breath. After a couple of rounds, you can choose whether it's appropriate for you today in your balance to lift the left foot off the ground on the inhale, drawing the toes back towards the shins. And when you are ready, as you inhale, you can expand, extending the left leg outward, reaching through the fingertips. As you exhale, bending into the right leg this time, drawing the left leg forward and up, crossing the left thigh over top of the right, resting the left toes either on the block or the ground. Squatting in, bringing the palms up to heart center. Inhale, opening, expanding, left leg opens back up, out towards the side. Fingertips reach. Exhale, left thigh crosses over top of right. Palms come together at heart center, squatting the hips back. Again, flowing with that breath. Let the breath dictate your movements. And then allowing one last flow as after you inhale, expand. As you exhale, bringing the left foot back down to the floor, finding that original standing position. Soften in, connect to breath, connect to intention, and resist the urge to move, staying in the pose, feeling that echo, feeling that movement of prana in your own body. Notice the sensations. Bringing the hands back to heart. As you inhale, let the fingertips move out and around, sweeping up as you inhale, meeting at the top of your inhale, and as you exhale, bring the palms together down through heart center. Continue to flow in your sun breath here. Inhale, fingertips out and around, reaching. exhale, hands drawing down through heart center. The next time you inhale and the fingertips come all the way up at the top, palms meeting, interlace your fingers, keeping the index fingers and the thumbs extended. As you exhale, bend into the right side of your body, letting the fingertips move over the midline of the body, reaching out towards the right. Inhale, come back up to center, fingertips reaching up towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, bend into the left side of your body. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, bending into the right. Inhale, coming back up through center. Exhaling towards the left. Inhale, come back up to center, placing the weight into the left foot. Take a big step out to the right with the right foot, drawing the arms down to shoulder height. Turn the toes of the feet slightly outward, the heels slightly inward. And as you exhale, begin to bend through the knees, sinking the hips lower. Let the arms bend at a 90-degree angle, drawing the forearms up. Coming into our goddess pose. Inhale, extend through the legs, pressing up through the feet, reach the fingertips out, 5-pointed star. Exhale, bend through the knees, sinking the hips, arms up in goddess. Moving with your breath, flowing with your watery energy, that compassionate nature. The next time you inhale up with the arms extended, we'll turn the left toes of the left foot all the way out towards the left short side of your mat, turning the right toes inward, coming in to begin to turn towards that left side of your mat. Bend into the left knee. Make sure that it lines up with your left big toe. You can then allow your heart to turn towards the right, but only so far as to keep that left knee aligned with the big left toe. As you inhale, extend through both legs, reaching the arms out. As you exhale, lunge into the left knee, letting the knee stack above the ankle. If you look down and the knee moves past the ankle, take a wider stance, so that when you're in your full lunge expression, the left knee stacks above the left ankle. Flowing with your breath, every inhale, lifting, expanding. As you exhale, sinking the hips in. On your next exhale, let the legs move forward, let your hips lunge in. Staying in the lunge, as you inhale, drop your right hand back down towards the back of the right leg. As you continue to inhale, draw the left arm up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. As you exhale, let the arms float back up, coming through that original lunging position. And then let the left forearm drop down towards your left thigh that's bent. Reach the right arm up over the head, over the midline of the body, extending the body out towards the left. We'll flow here with breath. Inhale back up through that lunge stance, dropping the right hand, lifting the left hand up. Exhale, come back through that lunge stance. Left forearm drops down to left thigh, right arm reaches over, extending through the side body. Coming through one last flowing expression. As you inhale, come back up to that lunge position, arms extended. Exhale here. As you inhale, extend through both legs. Turn both feet back towards the long edge of your mat, arms extended out to the sides. With the toes parallel to the long side of your mat, bring the hands down to the hips. Take a slight bend in the knees. And as you exhale, hinge long and forward at the hips, reaching the hands down towards the ground. Once the hands are on the ground, walk the hands over towards the left side, bending into the left knee. Coming into a left side lunge. As you inhale, walk the hands back through center and then over towards the right, bending into the right knee, extending through the left, coming into a right side lunge. So begin to move from side to side, using the inhale to come back through center, the exhale to lunge into the opposite side. It might feel appropriate to keep the hands on the floor to help the body walk, or we can move the hands up to the shins, placing the left hand on the left shin, the right hand on the right shin, and begin to fluidly let the hips rock from side to side. Again, every inhale coming through center, every exhale lunging to the opposite side. One more time, lunging from side to side, and as you inhale, come back to center. Exhale here. Bend deep into your knees, tuck your chin in towards your chest, let your spine round as you gently begin to roll all the way back up to standing. Turn your right foot out towards the right edge of your mat, the right short edge of your mat. Turn your left foot slightly inward, turning more towards the short edge, letting that right knee stack over top of the right ankle, bending into the knee. Check in with the knee to make sure that it lines with the big toes of the right foot. As you inhale, draw the arms out towards the sides. Soften in. As you inhale, extend through both legs. As you exhale, lunge into that right leg on the right side. Flowing with breath. Inhale, extending, reaching out. Exhale, sinking and lunging in. On your next exhale, allow yourself to sink into the right knee, into the lunge. Keeping the arms extended. As you inhale, draw the back left hand down to the back of the left thigh, taking the right hand up, sweeping it up towards the sky or the ceiling. As you exhale, come back through that lunge. And then drop the right hand, the right forearm down towards the right thigh, taking the left hand over top of the head and over, stretching into the left side of the body. Inhale, back through the lunge. Left hand down to left thigh. Inhaling, right arm comes up towards the sky. Exhale, back through lunge. Right forearm drops, left hand reaches over midline of the body into an extended side bend. Flowing one more time after your next exhale. When you inhale, come back up to the lunge. Soften here, and then as you inhale again, extend through both legs. Turning the feet back towards the long edge of your mat, keeping the arms extended. Turn your toes slightly outwards and your heels slightly inward. On your next inhale, sweep the fingertips, palms facing up, all the way up towards the sky. At the top, let your fingertips touch, keeping the palms separate. Gently begin to press the air down as you exhale, pressing the palms down towards the ground, bending through the knees and sinking the hips. As you inhale, push up through both feet, extending the legs, turning the palms upward, drawing the hands up towards the top of the chest. As you exhale, bend the knees, begin to sink the hips as the palms move outward, out towards the sides, pressing the air outward. As you inhale, turn the palms in, drawing the right hand to the low belly, and then placing the left hand on top of the right hand as you inhale, extending through both legs. Exhale, keeping the hands where they are, and gently sink the hips down, bending through the knees. Again, inhaling, pushing up, fingertips extend outward all the way up. At the top, fingertips touch. Exhale, pressing palms down, bending through the knees, sinking the hips. Inhale, palms turn upward, lifting up, extending through the legs, drawing the air all the way up to the top of the chest. Exhale, knees bend, hips sink as the palms press outward. Inhale, drawing the air into the belly. Right hand lands on low belly, left hand lands on top of the right. And exhale, keeping the palms here. Gently let the air release as the hips sink down. Inhale, arms out and around. Exhale, pushing down. Inhale, drawing up. Exhale, pushing out. Inhale, drawing in. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend through the legs, reaching the arms out to either side. Exhale here, and as you inhale, balancing slightly more into the right foot, shifting the weight over, press off the left foot, bringing it over closer towards the right. As you do, the arms sweep up, bringing the palms together at the top, binding the fingers, keeping the index finger and the thumbs extended. As you exhale, let the hands move over the midline of the body towards the left. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, lean into the right side. Fingers move over, reaching out towards the right. Doing one more time. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, left. Inhale through center. Exhale, right. Inhale, back up through center, and then draw the palms together down at heart center. Reconnect with breath, reconnect with intention. Releasing the palms down to the sides. Take a slightly wider stance, moving the feet wider than hip width, closer to shoulder width apart. Let the toes point outward and the heels pointing inwards, bringing the palms together back at heart center. Take a deep breath in, really elongate through the spine, pressing in, getting tall, and as you exhale, bending through both knees, begin to let the hips sink downward, coming to your point of resistance. And we'll take 3 breaths there. Perhaps it's a small squat, perhaps it's a little bit lower, perhaps it moves all the way down. Breathe. And then reaching one hand down, followed by the other, placing both palms on the ground, lower one knee and then the other. Let the legs swing out and around, bring the seat to the middle of your mat, placing the soles of the feet onto the floor, bend the knees, hold on to the backs of the thighs, tuck your chin in towards your chest, and let your spine round as you gently roll down to recline. Once in recline with the spine fully on the ground, draw both knees up into the chest, giving them a hug. It might feel nice to rock from side to side here. And then allowing the hips to come back to center. Bring the hands behind the knees, resting on the backs of the thighs. Let the knees move outwards towards the armpits and gently add a gentle compression to the backs of the thighs. Begin to extend through the shins and through the feet, lifting the feet up and outward. Keeping the continuous compression on the backs of the legs. It might feel nice here to add some ankle circles into our practice. If you chose to do ankle circles, make sure that you move the ankle circles in the opposite direction. Gently letting the circles stop if you haven't already done so. Sliding the hands to the outsides of each leg to help the knees come back together and center. Slowly lower the soles of the feet down to the mat. Bringing the arms either wide apart, reaching through the fingertips, placing the palms on the floor, or bringing the arms up into our cactus position, letting the shoulder blades rest into the mat. Bring the feet wide apart on your mat and gently let the knees fall down from one side and then over to the other, windshield wiping back and forth in a slow, easy twisting flow. When the twisting is done, we will move into integration. And so either the legs can slide all the way out, keeping separate, feet wide apart, legs relaxed, arms relaxed down closer towards the hips but still away from the body in our Shavasana pose. Or if you have low back concerns, keep the knees bent. Bring the feet wider apart, almost hip width apart or slightly wider, with the toes pointed inwards, heels pointed outwards, and then let the knees fall into the center, resting against each other in what we call constructive rest pose. Whichever pose you choose, allow it to be a pose of stillness and come back to self, come back to where we started. Allow your awareness to scan through the physical self, again noting the places that might still carry tension, and then the places that are open and relaxed. And ask yourself, does it serve me? If it doesn't serve you, see where you can let it go. Allow awareness to travel into breath body, reconnecting with that breath and letting the breath that we shaped for practice go. Return to your natural breathing. Let your body breathe you. Check in with your emotional body, your mental body, noticing the thoughts and the emotions that are present here. Notice if anything has shifted, if anything is different, and then also noticing what is the same. And then allow your awareness to come back to your intention of compassion. Connect with that word, and as you inhale in, draw it into your belly, in with the breath. As you exhale, send it out into the space around you so that you are fully enveloped in that intention once again. And then let the intention go as well. Let yourself breathe, let yourself relax. Allow the awareness to stay here in the present, to give yourself the last few moments of the gift of being present with you. Allow your attention to land with the natural breath, but just notice the ebbs and flows. Notice the nice cool air on the tip of your nose as you inhale, and the nice warm air that comes out as you exhale. Be soft, rest well, and I'll bring you back in a few moments after our integration. mind has wandered, gently bring it back to your breath. When you feel ready to reconnect, allow the mind to reconnect with the extremities first. Gently wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe gently roll the head from one side and then over to the other. And then when you feel ready for bigger movements, wrist circles, ankle circles, stretching, knees into chest, all of these things might feel lovely as you gently begin to come back. And then as you feel ready to make bigger movements, gently roll to a side body of your choice. Letting an arm or a prop support your head and neck, take 3 full breaths here. After your 3rd breath, place the hand that's on top into the floor at your heart center, tuck your chin and gently roll up to seated. Come back into a comfortable seat that allows the spine to be long and the belly not compressed. Connect to your natural breathing once again. And we'll close our practice with Om. Connecting first to breath. Inhaling in. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.